Welcome back, everybody, to Grand Tactician, the Civil War. I'm Grumpy Grandpa Gaming, and this is episode 47 of our Confederate Summer 61 campaign in version 1.10 using the A.O.M mod. Now, we have finally seen an end to probably the bloodiest month in the war in this playthrough so far. Finally made it into May. We fought a lot of battles in the last month, quite a few of them. 2nd Cairo, Palmyra, 3rd Toledo, Columbus, Railroad Bridge, Quincy Port, 2nd Railroad Bridge, 2nd Palmyra, and Springfield. Basically averaging 3 battles a week for the month of April, all in the Western Theater. So, we're going to do a quick overview here, going over one over at the end of the last episode. And then we'll move into the monthlies as it is May 1st. So over here in the west, Corps of Rio Grande is no longer stuck up in the Dakotas. The Army of Iowa finally went after the Corps of Rio Grande, and Longstreet thankfully decided not to fight it out. And he's now retreated south into Nebraska, and he's heading to the town of Kearney, where hopefully we'll get some time to refit before coming back into the fight. And he needs to refit. He's only got 2,500 men left in this corps. So, I think this corps might be out of action for the rest of the campaign season. Probably a big possibility if he doesn't get his numbers up. Moving west of there, we have taken every town in Illinois minus Peoria, and the Army of Tennessee, with the Corps of Western Tennessee, is moving on Peoria now in order to take that away, so we'll have all the capturable cities in Illinois. I'm leaving the Western Department in place right now, as both its corps are in the yellow. And there are more, besides this corps here and the Army headquarters, there's 1 or 2 more corps operating in the area. I know there's a few up here, you got more out here, so these 2 corps are going to sit in place as they seem to be drawing in the federal armies like magnets. So I have no plans to move them. Moving east of there, we have taken every town in Indiana that we can capture. And over here, with the Army of Western Virginia, I have transferred the Corps of Eastern Virginia, of Eastern Tennessee, into the Army of Western Virginia. So this Corps will now be operating under Jackson's aegis. And once the readiness is up, I'm going to be moving them over here, up into Wheeling. Hopefully to engage the army that's up here. Ooh, 25,000 men. Well, we'll see what happens. But I'm going to start sweeping through Western Virginia with Jackson's army and clearing out the federal presence that's in the area, because they're down here, over here. They're all out here in the mountains. Hopefully you're tridding out, so it'll make it easier for us to take those corps down. With the Army of Northern Virginia, we still have not made any moves. So we're still holding Washington, D.C., we're still sitting outside of Winchester, and we've just started forming the Corps of the Rappahannock. So that's 2 divisions, and I got 2 more divisions recruiting for it. So those will be ready in another month. So we'll start getting that Corps combat ready. And then I'll probably use them to sit on Winchester and send the Corps of Potomac up into Maryland to start seizing Frederick, Baltimore, and Annapolis. Down here at the Corps of Florida, we are still besieging Fortress Monroe. It is 93% in our favor, I do believe. Yes, it is. So hopefully this will come to a close soon so I can arrest this corps and get it back into action again and come up here to take down Fort Washington. Lincoln's Gift Squadron, which I do want to have back on blockade duty, is probably another 30 days away from that because all of its largest ships are still repairing. This all says 1 day, but that's definitely not the case. Okay, these might be ready to go in 1 day, though, at low readiness. And this one's another 52 days. Probably looking at least another month. Why is this at sea and not repairing? But we're probably looking at least another month before I can get the Lincoln's Gift Squadron back out onto blockade duty. And down here in the Gulf, the Raider Squadron, which is now down to the Berwick Bay and the Bon Secour Bay, are they're still low. So another 13 days for the Bon Secours to repair. And it doesn't show the Berwick Bay repairing. They're in port, so that should go up. So once they're at least in the 90s, I'll send them back out again to try and finish off the Florida Keys squadron. And hopefully capture one of those broadside ironclads they had in that fleet. Alright, I should cover everything. Now it's time to move into the May monthlies. Okay, this does not match what I show on screen here. I show A- rating. This says triple B. Yeah, we'll roll with it. Okay, currently our liabilities amount to $315 million, which is not bad at all. Current economy cycle is contraction, which is not good, but it is May. One thing I've been complaining about over the winter was the lack of production on the crops and plantations. And one of the other viewers reminded me, I think I started talking about this a few episodes ago and I got distracted, is a few patches back they did make crop production seasonal, and it was just something I totally forgot about. Because for a long time it was not a seasonal product in the game. Now it is. It's just something that totally slipped my mind. So it is May, so the farms and plantations should start producing stuff this month, hopefully. That'll help with our financial situation and our provision situation, which is still pretty bad. Alright, so tax revenues increased by $252 million. So that's not good. We need more. Total export volume last month was 2.1 going out with 2.8 coming in. Those numbers are seriously increased. And average core production over the last 3 months was $323 million, a change of plus $39 million. So that's good. Come up here to alerts. Core for production. We're never going to match what we need. Cotton and crops still not growing it. Hopefully this month that will start. Flour production's at 62.8 thousand. So hopefully that'll increase once that mill is fully operational and shipping flour wherever it needs to go. Yeah, we're just basically we're short all of our food products. You see, we're not showing a shortage on small arms ammunition or artillery ammunition, which I'm a little surprised about, especially after all the fighting. But maybe that quiet winter we had allowed me to get my stocks up high enough where it's not too big of an issue. Alright, coming over here to intelligence. So they are currently working on military 2. They have completed rifled artillery. That means we'll be capturing some more good guns from them. And they have recruited 450 men to 2 brigades. So that's probably just 2 small cavalry brigades. Or 2 large artillery batteries. And 2 new ships that start. Another 2 ships are being constructed. That just makes no sense. And morale of their armies is currently at 52. And enemy has lost 1 high-ranking officer, Pal Clayton. Now, I wish it said if they were wounded or dead. This probably means they're dead, because I doubt they would announce some wounded officers. So I'm going to assume that means they're dead. All right. Coming up here to strategy. As you see, this power bar has come very much in our favor in the last few episodes. We are pushing it hard, and in a good way. So, Union national morale is down to 33 to our 86. National support is still low, and I was watching Great Scots, and he actually explained this in one of his videos. It's something that should have been obvious to me. My national support is so low because of all the captured territory that is not flipped into our control yet. So, Kansas, Nebraska, all these, Illinois, all these territories and states that I control all the capturable points for, but have not flipped or dragged down the national support. So, but that's not a big deal. Morale of their armies, like I said, it's at 51 to our 70. And if you look, we've got their fielded manpower down to the same level as us. I think it's the first time in the war we've done that. So we've dealt out some serious casualties to the federal armies in the last few episodes. casualties. Once again, when you look at these numbers, this is post reset, so you got to add like another 40 onto me and another 60 onto the federal casualties. So they're well over 100,000 casualties right now. All right. That military did not need to look at. Oh, that's something I actually didn't go over was the Atlanta to Georgia. They are still 67 days away from completion, so another 2 months where I have them in the water. All right, come over here to finances. So like I said, when I'm showing what they had don't match, our total expenses are $776 million. So we're spending $544 million more than we're bringing in, but I did just stand up those 4 divisions. And I have 2 more being recruited to bring the Corps to Rappahannock up to its 4 infantry division strength. Over here in policies, we're still working on conscription too. That'll be another 33 days before that is complete. Once that is complete, I will be moving over into the financial arm of things, starting with government funding 1. Projects. This is something I wanted to talk about. What are we able to get? So, occupation administration, suppressed population. These are supposed to help with support in the territories that I control but have not flipped yet. So we're going to take occupation administration, see if that helps a little bit. We'll go back and take a look at that. Civil order, we don't need that. Or another level training manuals. Oh, and that took everything. Okay. Next time we get money into the projects, I'm going to take the artillery and cavalry reforms. All right, let's roll this clock forward about a day and see if that helps with the territories. Pause that there because it looks like we have a corps moving on Springfield again. Army of Indiana is moving on to Springfield. All right. Let's see. That did not help a lot. Kansas was at 36% support. Now it's at 39%. So that did not help a whole lot. This was at 18. Now at 20. 20 up to 23. Can't remember what Ohio was, but that's up to 21. That did not help a lot. Dakota would have helped a lot more than it did. All right, looks like we... Now, are they going to fight or retreat off? Let's take a look. Oh, they retreated off. All right. So I'll pause this here. I'll get things moving on what I want to start happening, and I'll be back once I have an update for you all. So it's now May 3rd in game, and the Army of Tennessee, which I had moving towards Peoria in Illinois, is coming into contact with Charles Sanford and his Army of the Missouri. So it says unknown units here, but you can mouse over them and see what they have. So there are 3 corps here with the Army of Missouri's headquarters, but only 2 of them are fighting. So their morale is bad. So one unit's not able even to enjoy the combat. I'm not sure which one it is. So we can figure this out by looking at the numbers. So it's either the 1st Corps of the Army of Missouri or the 1st Corps of the Army of Indiana will not be joining the engagement. Another one there, 3rd Corps. All right, 3rd Corps Army of Missouri is in the fight. So I'm going to assume the 1st Corps of the Army of Missouri is in the fight also. So we do have a very distinct number advantage over them. Besides the Army of Tennessee and its Western Corps of Western Tennessee, we are drawing in the Corps of the Arkansas. They are 33 hours away, but we are not going to need them for this fight, as the West Corps of the Army of Tennessee outnumbers both of these corps. So I'm going to take this one, and I will be back after the load screen. Welcome to the Battle of Peoria, Illinois. So there are 2 federal corps on the field deploying here. And here it looks like, so we have kind of a strange deployment area. So Corps of Arkansas should be coming in from down over here because they are southeast of us. And we are deployed up here defending along Pass Ridge. So it's already 1830. So the day is done and gone. So we're going to go immediately into an overnight redeployment period. So I'm going to try and get as many earthworks built as I can. So unless these guys are coming through the woods here, they should be using this track here along to this road. And same with the Corps down here, should be coming up along this road and moving in the same direction. So I could go out and attack one of the Corps and just knock them out, but I do not believe I will do that. So I'm going to build my line utilizing this stone wall here. Built line of entrenchments here, line of entrenchments here. Artillery back on this high ground and let them come at me. I see no reason to go get them. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And because we're going into the overnight, the Corps of Arkansas is 18 hours away. They will be here sometime in the morning. When they arrive, if I don't have both of the Federal Corps in front of me, I will send that Corps out to find one of them. So I will be get my forces set up in position, and I'll come back with the defensive dispositions. We'll have those set up. Alrighty, I do have my dispositions now. So held to the same line I was going to begin with. So from left flank to right flank, we have the 1st Division with Preston's Brigade, Seniors Brigade, and the Orphan Brigade. To their right, along the stone walls, the Alabama Division, which has Winston's Brigade, Colonial's Brigade, and Forney's Brigade. And right of them is 1st Mississippi Division with Featherston, Posey, and the Jaeger Corps. And I have the 4th Division, McBride's Division, sitting reserve. And they have Wright's Brigade, 10th Tennessee Irish, and Rains Brigade. And I do have the artillery set up where they do have a fairly good coverage arc. I don't know if you can see that light blue circle. So my artillery does cover most of the front. And on the far right flank, I do have the Cavalry Division with Johnson's Life Guard and the Engineers. Where's that flag? Are sitting in this wood here. In case they decide to come up this way and try to push through the woods, I do have the cavalry covering that, and I should be able to flex the reserve division in that direction fairly easily. So we're just going to sit here and wait for the Federals to come at us. So I'll be back once we have something happening. So 7:50 in the morning of day 2 of the battle, because it did start at the end of the day. As soon as I played, basically went to an overnight. We do have a sighting of dust trails over here around the Jordan Farm area. So they are still way south of us on the map. The AI did not take the chance to redeploy their troops a little more forward. This is good for us, so hopefully they will be tired by the time they arrive. They're pretty strung out along the road. Hopefully we'll be seeing them fairly soon here. So I'll be back once we have full confirmation of their forces. So it's 10 a.m. day 2, and looks like the Federals are coming at us broad front. There's a unit here on the road, but it looks like they decided to do a broad front approach, and they are really, I don't know what's going on here, but the Federals seem to be extremely spread out. So this could be an issue. I don't know. It looks like it might be a glitch of some type. Or the AI just gave orders for them to march straight at the objective point. There's more dust trails over here. This is a little odd. Speed this up a bit here. is everybody feuding? Come on. Should be nobody feuding right now. Yeah, the troops are strung out all over the place. It's time for a little bit of Irish coffee. There's my Tully. I admit I'm a little hungover from last night. Went to a birthday party. A little hit with the dog always helps a bit. Looks like they might be pushing forces right of me. There's more forces here on the left. I do have the cavalry division out that way, so I'm not worried about it. So, flex McBride out this way. Then look at their morale. It's not that great. Looks like they already have a broken brigade on the field. They already have 47, but they would have only started at 48, just under 49. About to break this battery off. Even more of them back here. They're slowly coming up. Very slowly. So I'm going to pause this here, and I'll be back once Federals decide to do something. Alright, it's 1100 in game. Looks like the Federals might finally start doing something here. Yeah, they did have more than just a one brigade advancing just a few seconds ago. Ugh. Fuel's on the field somewhere. Right when I think they're going to do something, they decide not to. Surprised they even sent that detachment forward. It's ready to break already. So we do have the morale down to 46. It did break one of the batteries. Looks like, yep, they sent the detachment to take those guns. So what I'm thinking about doing right now, because I just hate sitting here waiting for the AI to do something. And their morale is shot already. Is once the, I think I'm going to start sweeping the reserve division around onto this flank here and start pushing them out of this wood and then rolling their flank up from their right. So, this is a little ridiculous on the AI's part. They are strung out and basically not able to attack with the way the morale looks. And I do have the cavalry division and the life guard regiment on its way forward. See if there's anything out on this flank I can snatch up. They did have troops marching out this way. I guess I've lost sight of them. Alright, looks like we're going to have another lull here, so I'll be back. So it's now 11:23, and AI is just sending a single brigade forward, which I don't understand, but it is what it is. Looks like that first volley took out a few of them, but they also might have lost guys when they sent skirmishers forward. That brigade's marching away and leaving that artillery where I can grab it. Nice. Bring them on the flank. So the thing is, and I pointed this out previously, there are 2 corps on the field, but they are from separate armies. So they are not going to act in concert. We still have troops back here massing up. But I do believe seeing off 2 or 3 more of their units will break them. And maybe we just got a division commander, did we? I don't see any horses on the ground. Looks like we didn't have any from his headquarters. These guys are coming forward again. Orders yet? Come on. Corps commander's right there. Follow your orders. looks like we got another lull in the fighting coming up, so I'll be back. So it's 1200 in game. I pushed out the 1st Mississippi Division on the right flank. I have McBride's Division on the left flank, and we're going to start pincering the units that are in this AO over here. So they do have more back here that are coming up. As you can see, there's plenty of dust trails back here. But we do have their morale down to 43 already. So I do not believe the AI is going to push on with an attack, so I'm going to start advancing and pushing these guys off the field. I'm tired of sitting. It looks like they're waiting for this other corps to come up, but they are taking a long time to get up here. Tired of dealing with these skirmishers. They cause more casualties than they should be able to sometimes. And they absorb a lot also. Take that battery out. It's not at long range. These guys aren't at long range either. Really? All of my division commanders arguing? There's a ton of forces there. Knock that battery out. Start hitting that battery. battery right there. These guys can't even see it. There we go. Got their morale down to 35 now. Alright, advance into the woodlot. This is not going to take too much more to see them off. He's almost at 3 stars right there. Battery's right there shooting. These guys can't even see it. That is just ridiculous. Look at that. They're right on top of them. Unless that's an AI glitch and that gun's not really there. Here we go, rip them down. Look at that battery. Okay, that's got to be a glitch because that battery's not there. Probably belongs to one of these two over here. Your core advance. There's an advance. There's an advance. Alabama Division, time to move up. That's it. They're done. We've broken their morale. We're down to 24. There they go. Let's see if we can't snatch a few of these guys up. Ton of them right there. Ooh. I'll get some of these guys to surrender. Up their casualty counts. Look at that mess. Maybe we're not making any of them surrender. Oh, someone surrendered. 3rd Brigade, 550 men. Ah. Can't charge any of these headquarters units. Get after them. These guys all hung up on each other. Come on, get someone else to surrender. I'm gonna bring their cash account up. I'm at 17%, just need a few more. We're out of time. Save this real fast. I was really hoping we'd capture one or more, at least 2 of these brigades. Came up just shy of a major victory. That is disappointing. But for us, it was a good fight. So we took out 4,500 of their 18,000 infantry, 35 of their 2,300 cavalry. We got 25 of their 30 guns, for a total of 4,800 of their 21,000 man force. We lost 609 infantry. We called 610. Of the didn't have 40,000 on the field. Sure. Go half that number to 20,000 we had on the field. Lost 92 of our 2,000 cavalry, 0 of our guns, for a total loss of 701 men to their 4,800. So I am very, very pleased by that. And that's one of the reasons I did attack, is all those brigades were already ready to break at the start of the fight. So there was no reason for me to wait for them to mess up and come at me. Let's go take a look at the paperwork. Cordier, Kansas was not on the field. Johnston's Life Guard caused 22 infantry casualties, captured 268, caused 31 artillery casualties, and captured another 75, for a total of 396. Cavalry Division, which is the 1st and 2nd Kentucky, 3rd Tennessee. 2nd Kentucky captured 52 infantry and 15 artillery, for a total of 67. 1st Kentucky killed 1 infantryman, captured 37, for a total of 38. 3rd Tennessee killed 11 infantry, captured 210, killed 12 artillerymen, for a total of 235. Division total of 340. Engineers were not in the fight. 1st Division Preston's Orphan and Senior Brigade. Only the Orphan Brigade got any action. They caused 54 casualties to infantry, probably a skirmisher unit. Mississippi Division, which is... Why is the Tennessee Irish in the Mississippi Division? Oh, I'm on McBride's. There we go. Featherston's Brigade, the Jaeger Corps, and Posey's Brigade. Featherston caused 157 infantry and captured 40. Total of 199. Jaeger Corps caused 66 casualties to infantry, captured 19, and another 11 casualties to artillery for 96 total. I thought they did a lot more than that. They were the center brigade on the flank division, on the left flank. Posey's Brigade caused 141 infantry casualties, 5 prisoners taken, for a total of 150. These numbers do not add up sometimes. Division total 445. McBride's Division, which is Rains Brigade, Wright's Brigade, and the 10th Tennessee Irish. So Rains did 137 infantry casualties, for a total of 137. Wright's Brigade captured 59 infantry, caused 30 artillery casualties for a total of 89, and the 10th Tennessee Irish caused 124 infantry casualties, 32 to artillery for a total of 156, division total of 382. Alabama Division. These were the right flank division on the attack. Winston caused 223 infantry casualties for a total of 223. Colonial caused 97 infantry casualties for a total of 97, and Forney caused 256, ends with a total of 262. Division total of 582. The artillery, not too shabby themselves. I'm not going to go through each one, but total casualties inflicted is 129 to infantry, 3 to cavalry, and 33 to artillery for a division total of 172. That's not bad at all, especially because they're all 10-pound Parrots in the... I think one battery 3-inchers. I wish we'd captured at least one more of these brigades. That would have given... Oh, we did end up with the major victory. We got it right at the end. I didn't notice that. Got it right at the end there. Caught enough of them. Awesome. I feel much better now. I didn't think we had it. We actually do have it. So to close out of here. So I thought that battle went very, very well. Indeed. Being able to pincer that lead corps like that worked very much in our favor. So, a little boring to begin with, but, you know, once I got my attack starting to roll, it got a little better. At least I found it. I hate sitting there behind the defense and waiting. Like I said, those two corps acting independently of each other because they're from two separate armies. So the other corps, the lead corps is probably waiting for the other corps to come up, which and it really wasn't. So it didn't really do anything besides send skirmishers forward. Come on, load out. But definitely in the comments, everybody, let me know what you thought of that battle. I thought it was a fun little one once things got rolling. Alright, glorious victory at Peoria. Doesn't look like any of the Federals got defamed, but I think Sanford's already a defamed commander, which is probably why their morale was so low. I think I defamed him one or two battles back. So the enemies suffered 4,830 casualties, 198 killed, 3,371 captured. Wow. I don't think it's the most we've captured in a battle, but it's pretty high up there. I think it might be the second highest number of men captured. Our casualties total 701 men with 74 killed, 210 missing, and the rest wounded. We captured 3,805 rifles and 8 guns from the battlefield and sent 3,283 men off to Andersonville and Camp Chase. And I definitely need these rifles, because the 4 new divisions I raised are very poorly armed. Both divisions in the Corps of the Rappahannock are using mixed muskets, so this will definitely help out a lot. Alright, let's get this battle rolled off. retreating to. I don't think they even know where to go. Looks like they came down this way. They're going to end up going to Davenport, probably. Army Indiana keeps advancing and then keeps retreating, which is a little annoying. Issued another set of bonds. At 3%, that's actually really good. Corps of Eastern Tennessee's at. Okay, so Corps of Eastern Tennessee is now back in Kentucky, and I'm going to let them sit there and get their readiness back up. Where's this? Oh, here, Peoria. Okay, that's a corps that didn't fight. Here goes the Army of Indiana again. Yeah, they're running to Davenport. So I do believe I will pursue these 3 corps up into that area once I have flipped Peoria. Oh, we did take Fortress Monroe. Totally forgot to mention that. We did finally take the fortress. So Corps of Florida is now in Richmond, taking a well-deserved rest because they've been actively campaigning for the last 2.5 years. Going from fort to fort, just reducing them. So as soon as he's got a little rest and got his readiness fully back up, I will be sending him after Fort Washington. Didn't know he was defamed. Longstreet's finally retreated. So he's over here at Kearney. Let him sit there for a while. Alrighty, definitely moving things along. That power slider has moved a little bit more in our direction. So I do believe we will end this episode here. Won't be doing a map overview because nothing's changed. It's only been 5 days in game, so nothing on the map has changed. So we will end this one here. If you're a new viewer, returning viewer, you're not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember to hit that bell icon so you'll alert when the next video comes out. If you'd like a brigade in one of my armies, please let me know in the comments below. Type of unit, the state it's from, weapons, uniforms, officers, and I'll oblige on all counts if possible. And comments, as always, do keep them coming. And I will see you all at the next episode. Stay grumpy.